Hello, today we are starting with the chapter binomial theorem of class 11th and this is the lecture number 1. So, what is a binomial theorem? Now, the binomial theorem for the positive integral indices, it means that is the power of the binomial should be for positive integers. Let us look at the following identities. Then we'll derive the formula for the binomial. Binomial means the power of the binomial, and the power of this binomial should be positive integer. So a plus b raised to power 0, we know that it is equal to 1. A plus b raised to power 1, it is equal to a plus b. A plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. See the terms very carefully. A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. A plus b raised to power 4 is equal to a raised to power 4 plus 4a cube b plus 6a square b square plus 4ab cube plus b raised to power 4. Now see these identities, what you are observing from that. Now we observe that the number of terms or the total number of terms in the right hand side of this identity is 1 more than the power of this binomial. We have the power 0, the number of terms is 1. We have the power 1, we have the number of terms 2. We have the power 2, we have the number of terms 3 in the right hand side. When the power is 3, the number of terms are 4 in the right hand side. When we have the power 4, the number of terms in the right hand side is 5 and so on. If we have the power 5, that the number of terms in the right hand side will be equal to 6. This is the first observation. Now the second observation is that if we see it very carefully, the power of the first term of the binomial is decreasing. See it is a raised to power 1, a raised to power 0, a raised to power 2, a raised to power 1, a raised to power 0. Power 3, a raised to power 3, a raised to power 2, a raised to power 1, a raised to power 0. Power 4, a raised to power 4, a raised to power 3, a raised to power 2, a raised to power 1, a raised to power 0. Similarly, the power of the second term of the binomial is increasing. We have this b raised to power 0, b raised to power 1, b raised to power 0, b raised to power 1, b raised to power 2, b raised to power 0, b raised to power 1, b raised to power 2, b raised to power 3. In this power 4, b raised to power 0, b raised to power 1, b raised to power 2, b raised to power 3, b raised to power 4 and so on. Another observation is this, that the sum of the powers of each term is equal to the power of the binomial. That is, the power of this is 2, so the power of this binomial is 2. The power of this a and b, 1 plus 1 is 2, so it is equal to 2. The power of this is 2, this is 2, means the power or sum of the degrees of all each term in the right hand side is equal to the degree of the left hand side or the power of the left hand side. The power of this is 3, the power of this a 2 plus 1 3 is equal to 3. The power of a is 1 and b is 2, so it comes out to be 1 plus 2 3, which is equal to 3 and so on. So these are some observation in the binomial expansion when we have the positive indices or the positive powers. Now this is the powers of the terms in the right hand side. Now we'll calculate how the coefficient of each terms is obtaining here. Now the coefficient of here is 1. The coefficient of here in the right hand side is 1 and 1. The coefficient here in the right hand side is 1, 2, 1. See the order. The coefficient of right hand side here is 1, 3, 3, 1. It is 1, 4, 6, 4, 1 and so on. So I can write like this. This is known as the Pascal triangle. Now what is this? I've written, see it very carefully, 1, 1, 1. When the index is 0, the coefficient is only 1. When the power is 1, the coefficient is 1 and 1. Say it very carefully. This 1 and 1, 1, 2, 1 and so on. I am written it again it here. When the power is 2, it is 1, 2, 1. When the power is 3, it is 1, 3, 3, 1. When the power is 4, it is 1, 4, 6, 4 and 1. When the power is 5, 1, 5, 10, 10 and 5 and 1 and so on. Now how we are getting these coefficient? This shape is coming out to be triangle and this comes out to be, this is known as a Pascal triangle. Now how it is getting? It is 1, then write 1 and 1. Then how is getting? You put 1 plus 1 here is 2 and 1 like this at the end. Similarly here 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3 and 1 at the end. Similarly here 1 plus 3 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4 and 1 in the end and at the starting. Similarly for the power 5, 1 plus 4 is 5, 4 plus 6 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10 and 4 plus 1 is 5 and the 1 at the end. So these is the Pascal triangle for obtaining the coefficients of the right hand side of the binomial expansion. Now for 1 you can write combination of 0 0. You know the formula for the combination. For 1 you can write combination of 1 0. If you solve this you will get 1. For this one you can write combination of 1 1. See the order you are getting. 1 combination 1 0, combination 1 1. When we have the power 2, it is combination of 2 0, you'll get 1. Combination of 2 1, you'll get 2. Combination of this 1 is combination of 2 2 and so on. Similarly, when you have the power 3, for 1 you can write combination of 3 0. For this 3 you can write combination of 3 1. For this 3 you can write combination of 3 2. For this one you can write combination of 3 1 and so on. Means this 3 is from the power of the binomial. This 4 or this 2 is the same in all the coefficient, the same as the power of the binomial coefficient, that is 2 and so on. You can easily convert these coefficient in terms of combination. So an expansion of the binomial to any positive indices, say n, can now be visualized by using these observations, above observations. We have suppose a plus b raised to power n, where n is a positive indices. Then you can write combination of n0 a raised to power n like this. When we have the power 0, this is 0. When the power 1, we have the 1. When the power 2, we have 2. Combination 0, 2 combination 1 and so on. So when we have the power n, so we have combination of n, combination of n1, combination of n2 and so on. Therefore this is the formula for the binomial expansion for the positive indices as a plus b raised to power n is equal to combination of n0 a raised to power n. See the pattern here: 0 1 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 4 and so on. If we have the n terms, then it will be c0 c1 c2 c3 c4 up to cn. Same as here. So a plus b raised to power n is combination of n0 a raised to power n, combination of n1 a raised to power n minus 1 b raised to power 1. As I've already told you in the starting of the binomial, that's the power of the first term will goes on decreasing and the power of second term will goes on increasing. So it will be a raised to power n minus 1 b, combination of n2 a raised to power n minus 2 b square. Then next will be combination of n3 a raised to power n minus 3 b raised to power 3 and so on. And the last term will be combination of nn b raised to power n, the maximum power of b and the maximum power of a. So this is the formula for the binomial expansion for the positive indices. For the positive indices, if we see it here, the sum of the power of all the terms is equal to power of the indices of the binomial, that is n minus 1 plus 1, it is n, it is equal to n, n minus 2 b plus 2, it is equal to n, it is equal to the power of the binomial expansion in the left hand side and so on. So this is the derivation for the binomial expansion or binomial theorem for the positive indices. So by using this binomial formula, we can expand any binomial for any positive indices. After that, let us we have some formulas, that is to find the journal term of the binomial expansion, or you have to find any term of the binomial expansion without expanding. So the journal term of the binomial expansion a plus b raised to power n is tr plus 1 is equal to combination of nr a raised to power n minus r b raised to power r. The power of a, sum of the power of a and b is n minus r plus r, which is equal to n, it is equal to n. So the power of a is equal to n minus r, difference of n and r, and the power of b is equal to the r. We can write it by using this binomial expansion formula. See it very carefully. The power of b is same as this and the power of a is the difference of this. So it is any term of the binomial expansion. If we have the second term, then the r is 1. When we have the third term, the r is 2. So when it is the we have the r here, so it will be r plus 1. That is, we have the third term or r plus 1 at term, then the value of this will be r. If it is sixth term, then it will be 5. So the general term of binomial expansion for a minus b raised to power n, when we have the minus sign here, so it depends, the minus sign of the term will depend on r. So it will be minus r raised to power n, combination of nr, a raised to power n minus r, b raised to power r. Now the middle term of a plus b. Middle term of a plus b means it depends on the number of terms of the binomial expansion. Now if the power of the binomial expansion is even, if it is a even, that is if it is a plus b whole square or a plus b raised to power 4, then we have only one middle term which can be obtained by using the formula n by 2 plus 1 at term. Suppose this is 10. So 10 by 2, that is 5 plus 1. That is sixth term will be the middle term of this a plus b raised to power 10. When we have the power 10, it will be, there will be 11 term, and naturally the sixth term will be the middle term of the 11 terms. Now if n is an odd, then it means the power is odd, then there will be two middle terms and it will be obtained by n plus 1 upon 2th term, and second middle term will be n plus 1 upon 2, add 1 to this, that is plus 1. Suppose we have the power 5, so the number of terms will be 6. So in this power 5, when we have the number of two middle term will be 5 plus 1 upon 2, that is third plus and the fourth. Third and fourth will be the middle term of that binomial expansion when the power is even. Okay, we'll discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.